Hey folks, how's it going? RedMaster here, and welcome back to another episode of Cards and Castles Casting Conflicts, where today we are jumping back in our leaderboard, I guess, to show you guys, of course, the results from last match, as that did happen. Banana not really able to overtake Jay, and hence he's kind of moved up a bit in the rankings, as you can see. But that's not what we're focusing on today, as we've got another great matchup lined up. And that is, of course, the match of Allen versus DA. Two players who have been very successful so far in the season here. DA more so than Allen in recent times. But, I mean, I'm excited to see this matchup here. Unfortunately, I don't have a co-caster with us in the booth for the pre-match and the post-match stuff, but the Banana will be joining me on commentary, so that should be fun. But take a look at this matchup here. I do think DA is going to probably have some of the advantage here, at least if he gets past the earlier turns going up against this deck here. As long as he doesn't see things from Allen like the early Blessing Global on Cleric and creating this monster unit here, I think he should be fine. The late game doesn't really favor Allen. He's got some things to, deal with the Swarm, but if DA can establish that Swarm like he's been doing in the past few games, I think he's definitely got a strong chance to win this game. But with that being said, though, there is only one way we can find out who's winning this game. Of course, that is by jumping into match number 1. Now, I will say, I will preface this by doing a slight apology here. I did not have my microphone working for the, first half, I would say, of game number 1 here, so it's going to be a lot of Banana doing some random commentary and just sort of a gameplay as it is. So I do apologize for that. I do come back to life, don't worry, but yeah, hopefully that's not too bad of a appearance here. But with that being said, enough of me doing this here. Let's go ahead and jump into match number 1.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I totally predicted Lumberjack is gonna fear. Why? I guess, but they're so valuable. Why do you waste it? I was waiting, so probably not. Bard. He's gonna. Oh, he's actually gonna hit face. Blacksmith. Yeah, but this is Rakanoff deck, so I think he's fine. Does he run Dragon's Fire? He does. Spiny. Okay. Yeah. Not there. Why there? No, there's no point in putting it there. You gain nothing of. Oh, he's gonna block. Okay, I guess. But still, there's no point in being aggressive against this deck. He's a Rakanoff deck. He needs to just wait until turn 10. I don't know. I guess. He's gonna do this.
I just realized the microphone was muted on my end on this recording. God damn it. You've just been
Nice, good work.
Fuck.
So I've just been talking to myself.
I mean, occasionally, but like my questions will come in, so uh, yep, that's the way we're at. That's the level of production I'm at this late hour in the night. Damn it. Anyway, vampire gonna move aggressively now. We are gonna try and I guess, is it smart to push the vampire in though?
Yeah,
Despite the idea of three big globals producing a potentially big
yeah, and
hunger
he
movie.
has lifesteal. This deck runs like Alan. What does he run? Rat King, probably.
Yeah, Rat King does
Like, I can't
seem.
really kill that. What?
I
Does he
think.
run Beastmaster?
I don't think so.
Basically, this deck, like, usually runs a bunch of small units. So,
I see. I see.
just
We
thinking
are
real
gonna.
hard about this one.
Yeah, I mean this is the classic DA strategy of gonna use all time available. But I mean, hey, that's not too bad.
He's got Armory, Altar, so he should be fine even if he clears this.
I mean, realistically, we see what's the worst thing from Alan turn 5? Maybe the Beastmaster, like you hinted at, if it's in the deck or in the hand, either option. Okay, Book's gonna come
Books.
down. And the Bestial
Uh-oh.
Rage. Okay, so we are going to use this to clean up the... I mean, I guess the order doesn't matter here. We do kind of clean up the big threat of the Vampire here. We can smack in for 4 with the Drake if we wanted to. Maybe make that more with the Armory. The second one in hand. Getting that set up with the Unholy Altar could be pretty nice for the Rakanoth deck.
No, he's gonna go Shaman, Altar. Maybe.
Yeah, going by the face shot, we're going to forego the Armory buff.
Probably draw with Shaman first to see what you get.
Of course, we always have to take the draw options first. Those are most important. We'll see if there's one. Okay.
Or is it gonna Armory Altar? I don't know.
I mean, I think we're looking at the player who likes to think about the turns all before actually doing them. So, we are going to see Black move down, setting up for an altar at the bottom there, following up with the Armory
He
buff.
missed the damage!
Oh no. Well, okay, armory goes down here. That is still fine. We create the 5/6. We do miss that 1 bit of damage. We all can't be super optimal
Rat King?
beings. Yep, there's
There
the
it
Rat King.
is.
We're gonna move the Bard out of the way here. This gets our big 4/4 Rat King along with the nice 4/3 Rats, which is fantastic stuff. And a second Blacksmith to follow up here. Oh, the Hovel.
I would just play the Hovel.
You're gonna forego the Shaman, just play Hovel and say
Just
pass.
play Hovel and end the turn. I don't think he's gonna do that though.
No, he is going to get the Shaman out. That is going to take some precedence here. We'll see if he decides to block face with the Shaman here. I mean, I'd probably go for that over the Zombie because it'd force 2 rats or at least another global to come out to make that Shaman trade here. And then, yeah, we're going to set up Hovel in the back there. Or are we going to keep both the units there, allow a 5-shot to face, and use the bodies to block for Hovel? Okay, no, we are going to get the zombie out in front.
Second Shaman.
We're debating it.
Maybe?
I
You know,
wouldn't
you already.
I wouldn't just keep the shaman there though if I were to summon one.
Yeah, he didn't move it yet. Uh,
Okay, he goes for the hovel. He does put himself vulnerable to a companion strike on this hovel though, which is very
Alan's
scary.
only got 4 cards. The global would, like, be worse than a companion, I think.
Probably. Make it the call for
And we see
aid.
neither.
Okay. That's gonna give Alan some big rangers though to work with in the next turn here. We know that DA can't exactly kill Alan next turn, so we're going to see at least one of these rangers come into play. 1 rat going in, the second to make the kill. Very nice. And then, of course, a pass back. So, ooh. I think... Okay, we're going to go for a
He's
shaman
gonna.
draw. Getting the merc, that's going to be pretty big to handle these rangers. And then just Acolyte, I assume, be the follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay, an Acolyte does come down. Very nice.
Could get like some Caraxus drop this maybe. I don't know if he has it.
Ah, that is true. Really,
He's gonna block.
he's going to block off companions from getting to those spawners. Which is, I mean, the right way to go here. These spawners are pretty much what's keeping you in the lead of this game, I would say here. That alongside the globals. So, if we can just win out the spawner contest, we could probably outplay Allen's globals at this point. We've got the 8 gold though, so Craxus is a potential option in this hand. What are we looking at here? Blacksmith,
More
okay.
globals.
Yep, I mean, it's how this deck works. Can't
And
exactly
then
be
what?
too
What's
surprised.
next?
We still have enough gold for that Beast Smasher that you've been wanting to see out of this deck. Oh, yikes.
Let's trade it. Oh, there goes the. Okay.
So there's the Blessing, followed up with the Spiny Bestial. Ooh, that might be pretty big here. So it goes after the Hovel and the
Hovel.
Acolyte. Good choices. Oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
um,
Yeah, I would do it.
you take the racket here, you think?
What's that? 1, 2, 3, 7, 11. He has 15 damage, I think. If he got that 1 damage earlier, he would have lethal.
The one Drake damage mattered here. Ugh, such a shame. So, yeah, we could do just a big bit of burst onto the castle, forcing Allen to either have the heal or have the lethal on his end.
Oh, I'd clear here, because that's 8. 8, 6. It's really big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll only be 7. I don't know. Like, that's still a really bad trade, either way.
Plus, we move the zombie into position to actually end off the game in the next turn here. We do also pull a big
Oh,
6/10 Wraith, and that's probably going to be the game ender right there.
yeah, that's it. He only has 2 cards. One is a ranger.
Did we see a Ranger already come out? I might be
Wait,
mistaken. Those might be actually both of the Rangers in
yeah,
hand.
they're both rangers. Oh no.
So whatever this top deck from Allen is has to
Oh,
be
that's a
somewhat
ranger.
worth it. Fat Bard is not going
Oh,
to do
another
it.
global.
Another global, it is indeed, but this is not good. I mean, Allen, I
Come on,
assume,
at
is going to
least block
block
face.
face with the Bard, but that doesn't matter at this point. DA's got the big, scary Rackaman, which is just enough
Come
for
on,
lethal.
you got it.
I think more than lethal, actually. Yep.
It's quite a bit more. Just a little bit.
Yep, and there's the 7/9 Raka to end off the game. DA victory, game number 1. It doesn't matter that I missed the first maybe half of that match for the mic issues. It's fine. We're all good. And we'll take you to the post match here before we get into game number 2. Alright folks, coming back after match number 1, quite an effective display from DeathsAdvocate, being able to overcome a lot of the globals on Allen's side here, matching him in a global for global-esque war here, but being able to use the spawners to an advantage, kind of keep his board presence alive long enough to be able to pop a racket for the game ender there. Overall, I'm, not surprised at the outcome. Kind of as I predicted in the pre-match here, that if Allen didn't really get a presence going by the early turns here, it would kind of just mean a DA victory here. And I think that's definitely what we saw in the matchup. They didn't really see things like blessings until it was too late here. He did have that good turn with the Spiny Bestial Rage here to kind of clear off the Acolyte and the Hovels to get some kind of board presence back, but I think as soon as we got to that Mordock in the following turn, it kind of just fell apart for him, and then we saw, of course, the Raka in the turn after to really just sort of seal the deal here. So, unfortunately, Allen not able to be successful in this matchup here. Does give DA the opportunity to close out this set early in another game here, so let's see if that could happen. Game number 2 coming at you guys right now. Alright folks, and we're back. Game number 2 underway as we've got Rakanoth in our opening hand this time. We don't want that though. I think we're going to shuffle that away. And I think no surprise on what Allen's bringing in for game 2. Banana, how are you feeling about that Mystic Rat
Oh
that he
man,
brought out?
Mystic Rats. Classic Alan. Is he gonna fear the lumberjack? He
Just like
is.
in game number 1, baby. If the stream, yep, catches up to me. There it goes. So lumberjack fear. Turn what? Hello? Watch the stream, please. Thank you. My goodness. Oh, and everything's going sideways. It's fine. It's fine. We got it. We got it. And we're going to play Dagger Storm? I don't think so. We're probably going to...
Do nothing.
I mean, yeah. I don't... Meh.
I'm just gonna meddle into altar and get chain lightning next turn.
I mean, Alan realistically can't put down L-Blade, so I guess, but it won't matter because the zombie produces... the zombie produce has that sluggish, so... It's not going to be able to really kill off the lumberjack as the Southport follows up. Okay, we got the faithful here. That could do something. I mean, it could kill off the lumberjack. We'll see if we can position the zombie as well to maybe counteract the captain. I don't know. Do you feel
No,
strongly about
not
the
really.
lightning blade coming down right now? Because I don't think so.
He ramped into something, so probably okay, close enough.
It's still it's still chain. That's going to come down. Southport hits for a nice little bit 3 there. Chaining off to the temple for 1. Following with the second lumberjack here. I mean, the deck is going off. It's doing what it wants to do here. Won't be surprised if we see that turn 5 Mystic Rat since we've coined out into a global here for them.
Yeah, and he has to get his altar chains again to kill Southport.
That's true.
Unless he's just gonna go face. What?
Are we just ignoring? Okay, well, we're going to kill off the lumberjack with the faithful.
Oh, Dagger
And then
Storm.
Dagger Storm. Okay.
Smart.
We'll see if that zombie gets positioned at the bottom again. Yep, setting up for potentially Armory, although Necromancer
I had
could very much
Necromancer.
come out as well for turn 5, yeah. Third lumberjack of the day, or of the game. I think that's the 4th of the day, but regardless, it's going to come down, kill off the Faithful Drake, following up with another Southport captain here. Necromancer could be played, but it would make a trade with the captain, which I don't think is what we want to do here. Vampire does actually kill and get the lifesteal
No,
before. No?
before chain does it? I thought
It's
it's the other
because
way around.
it's priority. He would be attacking
Oh
into
yeah,
his
yeah.
lifesteal procs first. We would see if that comes into play here, or if he just something, you know, Armory
I
sets
just
up for
like
Shaman.
no, not Shaman. I had Necromancer. Okay, neither option.
We're gonna probably he might be trying with the Vampire here. He's gonna take the gamble,
Let's
which it
see.
should pay off here. Yeah, he gets the lifesteal
Yeah.
because it procs first, because he's the attacking player. Generates the lifesteal before the chain hits in, and Mordock.
Oh no.
Mordock turns 6.
Punished.
That is never what you want to see here. Banshee going to go ahead. Not trade with the zombie, however. This does leave DA the
Probably one
option
more
to...
Dark Food.
I mean, we could Necromancer, killing off the Mordock, giving Alan at least 1 more unit, which isn't the worst.
Yeah, it's a little probably too. Yep.
And then we have enough to maybe even kill off the Banshee again, get that lifesteal before the chain procs.
Let's see what he summons.
Another Banshee.
Banshee. I'd do it, yeah.
Just trying to clear out the board here as best we can. It will leave the Vampire vulnerable to
Shifting technique.
Banshee, but it's not the worst, I would say. Of course, the Necromancer coming down right in the middle there. It's going to say hello.
Mystic Rats right now would be like horrible.
For...
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
Ambush.
Thank you, Mercer's Execution landing on the Necromancer, clearing out that global DA had set up here. He could get another one down, though, with an Armory. His options aren't looking much better. He could do Drake Armory, Drake Shaman.
Lots of combos.
Alright, looking like he's probably going to go for the Armory here, which is fine. Reestablishing that global here to march these 3/3s down the line. We are getting closer and closer to Rakanoth, which is the goal here. It is the dream, but we'll see if Alan lets him do that here. Alan's got a lot of cards, actually.
Maddie on the bottom.
I don't know if that was a force of habit. We did put that right in front of a zombie.
Well, he can run away or kill it.
No, he's going to kill it with the Elvish Thief here. So some more ramp here, following up with the second temple. Okay. So a second temple would mean that if that Drake is to come in without a global or another global, that it would be killed off here. But I think we might just go Shaman into Armory for the turn.
No, I'd play Acolyte.
Okay. Just to have that additional body or to
Yeah,
generate the unit.
guarantee. Armory, it works too. You have a lot of units.
And this way you are protected from the wizard here. You have to put something else into that Faithful Drake than just shooting it once.
Shifting technique.
Oh, okay, and there is the global, so forget what I just said. It's not going to matter here as we get the Nimble Retreat from a wizard shifting. Nimble could be funny for a Rat King Mystic. That's actually just running a
Oh
Rat King
no.
right there and then just popping all. Oh my god.
Stop. I don't want to see that.
I might actually do that now that I've talked about it, but we're going to see Hovel Armory for the turn here. That seems fine. We're getting some more buffs here. We're getting that spawner in the Rat
Seems
Hovel.
fine, but it's gonna lose now.
That is
Oh wait,
true.
it's not in time.
It's not rocket time yet, but
Oops.
I mean this line of zombies at the bottom here is nigh unstoppable. It seems like, and hell, we can even pop one of those temples right now with the zombie. We blacksmith, and we not only get 5 on face from the shaman, we also can kill off the temple. It just looks very good here, and we're setting up this zombie line to guarantee ourselves a Rakanoth. It seems like.
Um, he's gonna execute that, really? Okay.
Okay, so we're landing
I guess it
execution.
had shifting.
I mean, the temple buffs, the shifting to generate spells, it seems pretty necessary to get rid of here. Although I guess execution, it's fine. It's fine, I would say. We are going to get the lumberjack out as well here. That's probably going to take up the center tile. And then, of course, passing it back here. So now Alan's got to get rid of all these undead before Rack procs, which seems very unlikely here, considering the way they're positioned.
Unless he draws Rat King.
And has the Mystic in hand. Okay, Onslaught, that might draw us into it. You never know. We can now use that rat to trade with a shaman if we need to. Well, that makes more sense, yeah, because we're going to go for the bottom here. We might have to put the blacksmith and the shaman. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it doesn't really bode well, though. It kind of foretells that we might be running out of options in Alan's hand to deal with this. And we know there's just another Raka coming in. Okay, ambush.
Okay,
No.
yeah. That's it.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean...
No, he cannot come back from this.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to do so. DA's got the 2 globals, a fat rack of bomb on face that just get pops now. Not to mention that zombie line just continuing to pour down. We could get rack for 6, putting Alan on 3 points of health here. I don't know why he would do that. Okay, that's fine.
The rat goes on the bottom, so it can't attack the rat enough without killing the actually. Wait, it can.
I think he wants to maybe go for the hovel. I think that's what he's debating, but no, land 6 on face, which I think is the better play here, because now you put Alan on a very short timer here. We're approaching sudden death, maybe at most 3 turns left for him, if I'm doing the math correctly
Okay.
here.
It's not Rat King Mystic, but ooh,
Ooh, sharpshooting a global is pretty good for him, I would say. This allows him to really
yeah, he
just
can
trade off
clear.
this early offensive here. He's still got the 2 zombies in the back, but that's fine. He's trying to give himself some breathing room. He needs a way to get the face though fast, which I mean, Mystic Rat is still a option to do so.
The nimble Mystic
The
Rats.
nimble Mystic Rat. He has the nimble retreat still, doesn't he?
Yep.
I don't think he's used it.
He wasted the ambush though, so I don't think he can get lethal.
And then Blacksmith to follow up here. So yeah, DA is kind of smelling blood in the water here. He's just kind of putting everything out on board to try and connect to it. The Acolyte is essentially lethal if he can't get rid of it this turn, which Onslaught has to be, you know, one of the 2 combo pieces warranted. The other's already in his hand because and he throws out the
Nope.
respect. He had the
Oh no.
journey. He had
Oh
2
no.
journeys. Oh jeez. Then he's just playing out the hand here just to show. That is going to be it, though. He's got no way to kill off the blacksmith, it looks like, landing 3 on face for the final blow. Giving DA another 2-0 set victory over Allen. And yeah, that was a pretty sort of standard textbook set, I would say. Nothing really too stand out about this, but still effective here, as DA proving once again that the red green rack isn't dead. Banana. I don't think the red green rack is dead yet.
Actually, I concur. I think that Rakanoth is indeed dead. Some may even call him undead.
All right, folks, coming back after match number 2, and really no surprise on the Allen choice of deck here. Usually, if his first deck doesn't succeed, he goes back to the old well with Mystic Rats, and that was the idea of, well, that's exactly what we saw here. Allen did show, again, strong signs earlier on here. We saw the Ramp Temple into the early Mordok. There were some strong plays here, but again, I did think you kind of fall to the idea that if you give this deck, or at least you give DA's deck some time to flourish, time to grow, it comes at you pretty hard and fast here with the zombie line into the Rakanoth, which we did again see in that game. Allen was not able to clear it off. Unfortunately, having those 2 Mystics in hand without anything to really use it on was definitely hurtful. I guess probably would have liked to see maybe a Mystic on Maddie at the very least if we knew that was coming, but again, I think he was really foretelling that he needed a Rat King in his hand, and it just didn't come into the game. So a rough one for Allen here, and that does put him down in the sets here. He does go to 3-2, tying out now with Banana and Jay. But DA looking quite strong here as he advances 4-1, giving himself a nice 80% win rate there. So excited to see how he ends up doing in our postseason, as that is coming up here. Only one more match to go in our regular season, and of course that will be a very good matchup indeed here as Uj looks to take on Evasa. Very excited for that. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. So let's go ahead and show you guys our leaderboards to show how this match affects our standings.